So MK Party is fuming after their general secretary, actually the face of the political party, decided to associate themselves with a fugitive, someone who is disrespecting this country. Floyd Shivambu decided to go and meet up that person, fly all the way to Malawi to meet up with this person. This is the same Floyd Shivambu who says we are fighting for this country, we're fighting for black people. Since from the ANC, since from the EFF, now the MK Party, the same person who says that he is fighting for this countrymen, he is fighting for the country, the people of this country, he decides to disrespect this country, disrespect the judiciary of this country, and go and meet up with a fugitive, one of the wanted men in this actual country because of his criminal activities. He decides to associate himself with that. So obviously, the MK Party and the people of this country, they are fuming because you can't disrespect this country. This country has been disrespected already. We are busy dealing with the aftermath of the USA disrespecting this country. And you, as someone who is big in parliament, one of the biggest people in parliament, you decide to disrespect this country, right? If you'd like to hear more about my own views and the MK Party's views, please do stick around. Dumela Kazi, welcome back to the cafe. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. There's a lot of things to talk about, but for now, let's focus on this shenanigan. Let's get into it. So while everybody is actually celebrating these beautiful holidays, because obviously it's a holiday and we want to just chillax and relax and have some time with our families, with our loved ones and friends and all of those things, Floyd Shivambu goes all the way to disrespect this country, disrespect the judiciary of this country. We're already having problems with criminals coming into the country to do their criminal activities and then leave, knowing exactly that there's no consequences. And someone who is supposed to be one of those people who uphold the law decides to go and meet up with a potential dangerous criminal, Bushiri, all the way to Malawi, just to make sure that he makes, I don't know what, a point or something like that. Or maybe he thought that we wouldn't know. I have no clue. But Bushiri decides to post it because obviously he wants to tell people that I am not the problem here. The judiciary or the justice system in the country of South Africa is the problem. That's the only thing that we have. And another person, obviously, that Bushiri shared was Rebecca Malope, a very well-known queen of gospel. What the hell were you doing in that country? What the hell were you doing with Bushiri? You didn't have much money to actually say no for the invitation. Because obviously I could assume that Bushiri invited Rebecca Malope and Rebecca Malope says yes, because obviously the check is looking good. But anyway, this is about Floyd Shivambu because this person is the person that says, I am fighting for black people. I am fighting for people of this land. He is the same person who decides to go and associate himself with someone who is charged or someone who is potentially a rapist, a fraudster, and all the things that are bad, money laundering, and all of those things that you can think of. You associate yourself with that person. Not so long ago, actually, you are still associated with VBS. You are still associated with VBS and you decide to go to Bushiri. My goodness. Dudu was right all along. Obviously, Dudu was right. Dudu saw it coming. Dudu saw it coming. And we thought that she was disrespectful. She was throwing a tantrum because obviously Daddy did not choose her as a Secretary General. Daddy chose this dangerous man. I don't think at this stage, even EFF, I don't think EFF would like to have this guy. So I'm going to read this statement from the MK party and come back with the rest of my commentary. It is with a sense of profound disappointment and ethical responsibility that we address the recent visit of Mr. Floyd Shivambu, Secretary of MK Party, to Pastor Shepherd Bushiri in Malawi. This visit undermines the principles of justice, accountability, and the rule of law that we as a nation and as an organization hold dear. Pastor Shepherd Bushiri, who is facing serious allegations of financial misconduct, fraud, violation of bail conditions, contraventions of the Financial Advisory and Intermediary Service Act, Immigration Act, and rape in South Africa, has evaded the judicial processes by fleeing to Malawi. The efforts of our legal and diplomatic institutions to ensure his return to South Africa to face due processes are well documented and ongoing. In this context, Mr. Shivambu's visit to not only disregards these efforts but also casts a shadow on the integrity of our collective pursuit of justice. As a secretary of MK Party, Mr. Shivambu's actions have caused significant damage to the MK Party brand and brought the organization into disrepute. By engaging with an individual accused of such grave crimes, including rape, Mr. Shivambu's conduct contradicts the principles of the transparency, justice, and accountability that our party stands for. The behavior risks sending a message that undermines the credibility of our legal system and the seriousness with which we address allegations of corruption and gender-based violence. The MK Women's League in particular cannot remain silent when a person accused of rape is treated with undue leniency to the detriment of our good name as women within the MK Party. Such actions not only harm the victims of these alleged crimes, but also tarnish the reputation of our organization and its commitment to justice and equality. We further urge the organization to conduct a thorough investigation into this matter and consider preferring disciplinary charges against Mr. Shivambu. This step is essential to reverse the negative effects of this incident and to convey a clear message that no one is above the law. Accountability must remain the cornerstone of our values, and decisive action is necessary to restore public trust and uphold the integrity of the MK Party. As we are preparing the local government election in 2026, it is crucial that as an organization, we remain pure and not being seen aligning with fugitives from South Africa, especially not from Secretary General as he is the face of the organization. We also require an assurance from the SG office that while the SG was meeting with the SA Fugitive in Malawi, the office was still operational, not on autopilot. In conclusion, we urge all stakeholders to remain steadfast in their efforts to ensure that justice is served and that the integrity of our legal system is preserved. Let us work together to build a society where accountability is not just an ideal but a lived reality. Yours in struggle, Comrade Mabel Huaqana, aka Shirley Brown, Women's League National Convener. And that's all. So we all understand that this whole thing of Bushiri and Floyd Shivambu is how big it is. As much as it's trending everywhere and all of those things, but this is a big issue. This is a big deal. Imagine someone in this country went to Israel, met up with the president of Israel. That's how it is. Israel is perceived as a genocide enabler. Actually, not even a genocide enabler. They are responsible for genocide in Palestine. That is what Israel is perceived. So Shepherd Bushiri is perceived as a fugitive because he ran away from the country after he got bail, which I don't understand. Why was he given bail? He was a flight risk from the beginning. This man has enough money to go anywhere in the world in seconds. So that justice system, that judiciary, that justice system in this country is questionable, and you get someone who walked the corridors of the parliament, someone who's entering doors that not everybody can enter those doors in this country, meeting a fugitive. If I were to be MK Party, this guy would have been gone. I would like terminate everything that has to do with him. This guy should go. This guy should go. If they know what they're doing on their side. And also, I saw a lot of people, MK Party people on social media defending the whole issue. No, he went there as an individual, not as MK Party. You are childish. Trust me on that one. You are childish. You cannot be the face of Dark and Lovely and they see you going to Soften Free. You cannot be a face of Coca-Cola and the next thing, Pepsi is next to you doing things with Pepsi. There is no way. You are Nando's face, but here we are queuing up at KFC. We're going to question the credibility of Nando's. It's the same as now we're questioning the credibility of MK Party. There is no way that you guys will defend nonsense that you see right now, because this is absolutely utterly nonsense. It's something that you should not even entertain. And I can just imagine the squabble within the MK Party. Everything's exploding in there. And I'm so excited to see what is going to happen. I'm so excited. And I would like you to tell me, what do you think about this whole thing on my comment section? We need to have our own squabbles on my comment sections, because I would like to hear what are your thoughts when it comes to this one, because what the hell? Anyway, thank you so much for watching till this far. Please do make sure you like this video. It helps a lot. And also, please do make sure you subscribe if you are not subscribed. I'll see you on my next upload. Peace.